Hi everyone. Once Barack Obama narrated that experience of speaking in front of philanthropists, voluntary organizations, when he was 24. And he writes that he was supremely confident about what he wanted to speak. But the moment he started speaking, according to him, his train of thought stopped and it was replaced by a lot of filler words and crutch words. And he could easily be possibly seen as somebody who was stammering or maybe unsure about what he wanted to speak. And he said that was the time that I realized that I have to prepare and I've got to give my best for any public speak or any conversation or communication. Well, that's something which a legendary speaker like Barack Obama experienced. But most of us, on a day-to-day basis, use a lot of filler words which we don't realize are destroying our communication. So the acknowledgement and awareness is not there, and then the biggest challenge is to not possibly learn the process of getting rid of these filler words. So what are filler words? Filler words apparently are those words which we use in order to bridge the gap between two sentences when we are communicating or conversing. Now, it is so natural for a lot of people that words like basically, just like that, and then shoulder slouching, it's very normal for a lot of people. They don't realize that the communication looks very distorted. A lot of people who actually want to know as to what happens when they record their voice, they realize that they look very awkward. These are called as crutch words as well. Now, how do you think filler words take place in our life? Why does it happen? Well, there are 4 or 5 reasons. The first and foremost, according to me, is content. I always realized that when I was short of content, I wanted to really replace my insecurity by using filler words. I wanted to be fast. And in order to be fast, my processor would not support me because there was no content. So I would use a lot of filler words and think that I'm good as a speaker. But that was not the case. So that is one thing which happens. The second is a lot of anxiety and anxiousness as a speaker. We have a fear of being judged all the time. And when that fear takes place and then the eye contact takes place, we are not very confident and then we don't get ideas. So filler words take place. Third, filler words take place because most of us are not a good listener. We are bad listeners. And because we are bad listeners, we feel the same for other people. And that's why a lot of unwarranted pauses in the form of filler words take place. This becomes our second nature in that context. Fourth, filler words take place because sometimes people feel that they look hep when they use filler words. And they use filler words in order to show their casual attitude, in order to show that they look cool. These are the reasons that filler words take place. But then when filler words take place, there has to be a solution to get rid of these filler words. First and foremost solution is to acknowledge and create awareness that filler words take place. You need to know how many filler words do you use in 1 minute. Where do you use these filler words maximum, at the beginning or in the end? That is very important. So first solution is to record your voice, record yourself, watch yourself, listen to your voice and understand that these are the challenges. Once you know that these challenges exist, then the best solution is to engage in short speeches. Learn, memorize, record and see yourself. And then the most important change that can be brought is between two sentences, give pause. The moment you feel like using filler words, stop. Let the pause be possibly bigger and then the next sentence, then the next sentence, then the next sentence. So what happens is, initially you will possibly feel that you're not getting the rhythm, but very soon you'll realize that from your muscle memory these filler words vanish. And that practice has to be increased over a period of time. Short speeches and then try and increase the duration. This works magic. I've done it. I still do it. It really helps a lot. The third, find the solution in Vedas, Indian tradition and ethos. you'll get the answer. Mona, silence is very important. And silence is to really understand yourself better. For that, my strategy is box breathing. Breathe properly. Do a lot of belly breathing and do box breathing, which is the shortest way to really improve your breathing pattern and be a very good listener and be cool. What happens is 1, 2, 3, 4, you inhale and count 1, 2, 3, 4. On top, you again count 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you exhale. While exhaling, you again count 1, 2, 3, 4 and stop, count 1, 2, 3, 4. Do this practice quite often. It works magic. Because once you actually know that breathing is smooth, then you'll be at ease. And what you'll do is you'll breathe, you'll pause, you look towards the audience and then you speak. What we do is we do otherwise. We start speaking first and then everything happens, which doesn't really cut which doesn't cut very smart face with people. Use powerful transition words instead of filler words. Having said that, taking a cue from what you said, not withstanding the doubts like no sooner did it happen. So use a lot of transition words which are very powerful. They look really good and you look very graceful and gracious also. And last but not the least, start working on developing good content and lot of practice. Once you do it, I'm telling you, filler words will fly and you'll become a powerful speaker. This is the most important exercise for you to develop as a public speaker in making. Well, if you have more doubts, more challenges, do write over the issues where you're struggling. I'll make videos on those and I'll also help you get rid of any anxiety that takes place. Please do subscribe and share my channel. It will help us build a better community. Thank you.